Welcome back, my friends, for more Santa Lucia. I'm already slipping up, guys. Welcome back for more Santa Lucia. And, yeah, so last time we actually had a pretty spicy day, too. With some nightmares, with a coming out section with Karina, and just more discussion about this guy named Eric from his high school, Ben's high school days. So, without further ado, let's continue day 2. We clean up what's left of our meals. Chris brings me a carry-out box for my sandwich, which is nice because I'd really like to finish it later. While paying our bills, we agreed to leave Chris a generous tip. I wonder what his face will look like after seeing the number. I climb the stairs up to the 3rd floor. Karina and I split off earlier, and her heading towards the university center to meet up with Shay. I was half tempted to tag along with her, but she's right. I need to try connecting with Zach. I gently close the door behind me. Taking a moment to look around, I see I'm yet again alone in my dorm room. Zach's laptop is missing, and I notice his jacket is no longer hanging from the corner of his bed. This isn't going to be easy, is it? I sit down in front of my desk and lay my head down on my arm. My mind goes over the day's events so far. Holy shit. I came out to Karina, didn't I? What compelled me to do that? I open up my luggage again and pull out my own laptop to set up. Should probably get everything unpacked soon. I'm gonna be here for a while after all. Nah, I've got time. I only need the essentials anyways. Once everything is plugged in, I flip open the computer and hit the power button. This thing always takes forever to turn on, so I get up and stretch my arms for a bit. Zach's side of the room is a lot cleaner than it was when I woke up. That pile of clothes is no longer sticking out like a sore thumb either. I wonder when it was he came back. Was he hoping I'd be here too? Oh God. What if he's out there looking for me? Shit. Never exchanged phone numbers. I was so tired last night it didn't even come across my mind. Nice one, Rivers. Satisfied with my brief workout, I return to my seat. No sense in beating myself up over it. He'll come back eventually, anyways. We can set things up and when we see each other again. When the computer finally finishes booting up, I immediately open up the web browser to my social media page. Looks like I'm not the only one from my senior class moving in for college this weekend. My mouse hovers over Eric's profile. No. Don't reopen the wound. Don't do this to yourself. Let him live his life. He deserves to be happy. I exit the browser and close my eyes. I'm starting fresh again. At least I have Karina with me this time. I don't know how lost I'd be without her. Oh! Crap, it's been a couple of days since I last sent a letter. I open my old email account and scroll down a bit. 2014. It's been years since I've received a reply back. I don't know why I still do this. Maybe it's just that hope. That slight chance. She'll reply again. Dear Jess. I watch with a smile as my favorite streamer finally finds the diamond he's been looking for in his mine. As he screams in excitement, the chat goes wild along with him. I remember how hard it was for us to convince him to actually give the game a shot. It's surreal watching someone play it for the first time, knowing all the tricks and things he's missing. But hey, we all have to start somewhere, right? I take another bite of the leftover sandwich and click to another page. Let's see what topics are trending today. Back to school, Labor Day. Today I learned composer Joseph Haydn's tomb contains 2 skulls. What the hell? I quickly close the tab. That's enough internet for now. I get up from my seat and lay down on my bed. Staring up at the ceiling, my mind starts to wander. I really should be out there mingling with my classmates. At the same time, still pretty beat from all the stress the past couple of days. Maybe I can give someone a call to set something up. I reach into my pocket and pull out my wallet. At lunch yesterday, Chris got us all to exchange phone numbers. He said it was for emergency purposes, but I'm sure the intent was to have us keep in contact with each other. Sounds about right, considering how orientation played out. Huh? Instead of the piece of napkin I was looking for, something else falls out of my wallet when I open it. I pick up the card and hold it in front of me. Russell Lyons, amateur comedian. Oh, that's right. Russell told me to give him a call sometime if I wanted the real tour of the school. I look over at the empty bed on the other side of the room. It's not like I have anything better to do today. I pick up my phone from the nearby table and start entering the Lyons number. No answer. Wait a sec. I close my eyes and focus. I remember he said something about this when he left. Shoot me a text first so I know it's you. Ah, that's right. A bit of a weird request, but I get it. Can't say I particularly like picking up the phone when it's a number I don't recognize. I quickly type out a text and send it to Russell. Huh? Seconds after, my phone starts to ring. The number is definitely his. Hello? Yo, this is... Oh, wait, I forgot. I forgot his voice. It's been a while. Yo, this is Ben, right? Alright, we're gonna go with that voice. Why not? Yeah, hey, Russell. Sorry, I missed your call earlier. I'm kinda fending off a hangover right now. Oh, I see. Too much alcohol? Nope. Too much pizza. I chuckle under my breath. Yeah, figures it was set up for a joke. Fuck, dude. My stomach hates me so much right now, it's not even funny. What did you do? Eat the whole pizza? What? No, what kind of guy do you take me for? I ate 2 whole pizzas. That one gets a bit more of an audible reaction. Anyway, what's up? How's the whole college experience treating you so far? Pretty good. Just a little overwhelmed, I guess. Yeah, I get that. You'll get used to it, though. Soon you're gonna run this school. You sound like my friend Karina. Great minds think alike. A brief silence falls between us. Anyway, I remember you mentioned giving you a call yesterday? Yeah, what of it? Man, why am I so nervous about this? He's the one that offered. I think I'd like to take you up on that real tour offer. Really? Dude, that's awesome. I'm totally down. What time is it right now? I sit up from the bed and check my computer's clock. It's almost 2:30. Sweet. Alright, kid. Why don't you meet me in front of the art building in 10 minutes? Oh, whoa, that fast? Yeah, that sounds good. Badass. You're not gonna regret this. See you in a bit. Bye. I press the button to hang up. With a little angling, I kick myself off the bed and shove the phone in my pocket. That doesn't leave me with a lot of time, so I quickly comb my hair with my fingers and shut down the computer. As I walk up to the door, I take one last look at the room behind me. It's a shame Zach wasn't here, but I'm not going to let that stop me from having a little fun today. I make my way out a side door that leads to the field next to the dorm building. A large number of students are gathered on the lawn, separated into groups to mingle. A part of me feels like I should be out here too, but I'm sure it's fine. It's not like it's an assignment for class or anything. Besides, I wouldn't even know where to start. I follow the main path that leads away from the dorms, cutting across the field. It leads me right in front of the art building. Pull out my phone to check the time. It only took me 7 minutes to get down here. Not bad. What took you so long, kid? Russell steps out from behind one of the entryway pillars. He exhales a puff of smoke from his mouth. Wait, what? How'd you get down here so fast? Never underestimate a guy who has no life. I return the lion's smirk, walking up next to him. What's with where are you standing? Look like you're trying to hide from someone. Is it that obvious? I nod up and down. Well, you caught me. I'm practicing my ninja skills. Can never be too careful. The Illuminati have spies everywhere. I tilt my head sideways, trying to figure out what the hell he's going on about. Never mind. Just watch your back, kid. You never know who's watching you. I'll keep that in mind. At this point, I'm seriously considering whether or not contacting him was a good idea. So, you're interested in the real tour, huh? He leans back against the building's wall while puffing out another cloud of smoke. You want me to show you all the things they don't put on the brochure? The deep, dark secrets they don't want anyone to find out? You came to the right guy. If there's anything worth knowing about this place, I've got you covered. Right down to the skeletons in USL's closet. Hell, I'm fucking one of them, in fact. I've had enough of his insinuations. What are you even talking about? He clasps his hands together and bows slightly towards me. Patience, my young Padawan. All will be revealed in good time. He pushes himself off the wall and stands in front of the St. Lucie sculpture. Let's begin, shall we? This isn't gonna take as long as yesterday, right? Trust me, not even close. The last thing I want to do is waste your time like the chuckle fucks in the mentorship program. I know what matters to a young, hot-blooded kid like you. I stare at him, dumbfounded. First stop of the tour is right behind you. He gestures towards the art building, causing me to turn around involuntarily. Girls, girls, girls. He chanted the word to a tune I'm sure I've heard before, and wraps a friendly arm around my shoulder as he sneaks up behind me. Kneeling down slightly to be at my eye level, he waves his other hand in front of me in an arc. In front of us with an arc. Yeah. Screwing up like always. The art department is a magical, wonderful wonderland filled with the easiest girls on campus. Easy? I hesitate to ask. Don't be so naive. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh. Forget that shitty app I know you have in your phone. Don't deny it. What? If you're ever looking for a quick hookup, this is the place to be. My eyes widen. Are you serious? He releases me and takes a step back. Why would I lie to you? You're a good-looking cat. You'll have no trouble at all finding someone to bump uglies in with in there. No, I mean, I feel a cold bead of sweat rolling down my forehead. Is that really true? My mind wanders to Karina. Hey, I don't make the rules, I just play the game. I figured you'd be interested in some hot spots for nightlife action, since most kids are at your age. My body temperature is raising substantially. This is such a weird topic to bring up. But then again, this is Russell we're talking about. I guess I don't mind knowing, but... I get it. You're the relationship kind, huh? A little hand-holding and cute dates, more your style? I wince at the accusation. I suppose you can put it that way, yeah. No problem. I can dig that. That changes a few spots I'm gonna show you, though. That's okay. I'd give anything to get away from this place right now. And away from that image of Karina in my head. She's not that kind of girl, right? I know exactly where we're gonna go. You ready for the next part of the tour? Yes, please. Oh? An eager pupil. That's a first. Well, I won't keep you waiting. Let's go. He starts walking towards the north side of campus with his hands in his pockets. I follow behind him closely, doing my best to clear my mind. He leads me across the bridge to the gardens in relative silence. I assume it's because he was finishing the rest of his cigarette before he threw it in the bin a second ago. Over here. Instead of going left down the staircase like with Chris yesterday, he leads me down the right along the river towards the apartments. I saw you crossing the bridge yesterday. Yeah, I know. I saw you too. This is where you live, right? Yep. I'm in the apartment building right there if you ever need me. Top floor. I have one of the solo lofts. Oh, so that's how you get on the roof, huh? Perks of being the douche nobody wants to share a room with. That's pretty dangerous, you know. What if you slipped off the side? What if the school administration saw you? Oh, please, don't lecture me about safety. As far as the admins, they never touch me. If I haven't been kicked out by now, nothing's gonna change that. He punctuates the explanation with a long sigh. I'm sorry. I appreciate the intent, but I'm not looking for someone to give a shit about me. I'd rather be the one giving a shit, if you don't mind. If you say so. He puts up quite the wall between us, even though he clearly wants to be friends. I'm not sure how much I want to trust him if he's not willing to trust me, but he still saved my ass yesterday. I'll give him a chance. I owe him that much, at least. What you looking at, kid? He snaps me out of the slight daze I was in. Oh, I was just admiring the architecture here. It's so gaudy, isn't it? The whole place has this faux German thing going on. Can't stand it. Huh? I actually kind of like it, though. They even call it Bavarian Gardens. How pretentious is that? He flails his hand in the air while walking down a nearby sloped walkway. You coming, kid? Yeah, right behind you. The path leads us into a section of the gardens that I saw from the overlook above. A lot of students seem to be checking it out today, probably on recommendation by their mentors. Not gonna lie, it's the most interesting place on campus. Here's where all your tuition goes. That's sobering. He laughs with a sarcastic smile. Oh man, the stories I can tell you about this place. My ears perk up. Oh, sounds like something I'd like to hear. Really? I wasn't planning on to... No, it's fine. I changed my mind. I thought you had something else to say about it. Good choice. We'd be here for a while otherwise. He continues along the path as it weaves around various exotic trees and bushes. Real talk, though. This is an awesome place for a hot date, if you can pull it off. I squint my eyes at him, debating whether I should ask for more information. What do you mean by hot date? You know exactly what I mean. Yep, thought so. I'm sure you've heard about the little village they have in the center, right? It has a cafe for students, right? Ah, good, your mentor isn't completely incompetent. Don't go there. It's really fucking overrated. At least, it is during the day. Huh? If you're ever feeling saucy and want to get it on with someone at night, the restrooms there are the most private on campus. Huh. I see. You have to be really sneaky, though. Students aren't allowed in the gardens at night, technically. There's always security patrolling the place, and they're known to kick people out on sight if caught. Really? Why would they do that? Because the gardens are haunted, don't you know? You can't be serious. He stops walking and stares over at me. Deathly. I can't believe your mentor didn't mention that. The corner of my mouth starts to curl in humor. He's doing a great job keeping me interested. Students throughout USL's history have reported the same strange sighting. They call it... His smile turns into a scowl, and his expression becomes theatrically serious. He almost reminds me of Nate during that play. Red Cloak. Oh, a ghost story. Obviously. They say he... Bullshit. I wave my hand in front of me, not able to take it seriously anymore. It's true, I tell you. How could you say so? How could so many people share the same delusion? Because they're the same kind that would sit on a roof hoping for people to notice them. I stick my tongue out and wink. Ouch. Touche. You've got spunk, kid. I like that. Thanks, I guess. I rub the back of my head, trying to slick my hair back. My best friend and I were little terrors when we were young. Some things just don't go away. Hold on to that spirit. Don't ever let it go. Don't let the school take that from you. We leave the west side of the gardens, which leads us directly into the science area of campus. This place, he spits in the direction of the lounge. Is there something wrong? Don't bother going in there. It's full of haughty grad students who don't take kindly to us undergrads in their fucking space. He shrugs his shoulder and frowns. Honestly, everyone over here is up their own ass. They think they're so much better than the rest of us because they're studying STEM or some shit. I don't know. I never really got along with these people. Wait, you haven't mentioned liking physics before. I was just joking around. He stuffs his hands deeper into his pockets and looks up at the sky. Alright, you caught me. Started off as a physics student, but I couldn't take the attitude. Is that so? He chuckles under his breath and continues walking. Yep. So what are you studying now? Remember what I said about patience? Follow behind and let him do his thing. If you ever find yourself in this forsaken place and you're hungry, I'd highly suggest skipping it entirely and crossing the street. Yeah. Takira? I think that's how it's pronounced. Takira. I think. I'm just gonna assume that. Again, guys, I'm not good with pronunciations. There with Mexican food that is to die for. And the place is so clean. It puts the UC to shame. Mexican food, huh? I don't think I've ever tried anything authentic. Just the fast food kind. Dude, that's gonna have to change. You don't know what you're missing. He stops for a moment, seeming to have a light bulb moment. I have to take you to all the good places in Santa Lucia, kid. Yeah, I can't have you eating all the crap everyone suggests all the time. It's my duty as your senpai to lead you to the good stuff. What the hell is a senpai? You don't know? I shake my head. That's okay. It's a weeb thing. I use it ironically. Just means I'm your upperclassman. Okay. Not an anime fan, huh? I never really got into it, no. Dude, if you stick with me long enough, college is going to be a revelatory experience. There's a whole world out there that your sheltered ass doesn't even have the slightest clue about. Hey, that's not nice. He disappears around the corner, leaving me to chase after him. On the other side, we arrive in front of the field where the group split yesterday. Russell seems to pick up his walking pace, making a beeline for the bridge leading back to making a beeline for the bridge leading back to South Campus. Hey, slow down. Why don't you catch up? He doesn't even look back. I figured he'd have something interesting to say about the Greek life side of campus, but I guess not. In fact, he seems to be purposefully avoiding the area. The bridge drops us off right next to the psychology building. You asked what I'm studying earlier, right? Yeah, I did. He looks over his shoulder and nods in the building's direction. Changed my major to psychology last year. Oh, that's cool. I'm in journalism, so I think we're sharing the same department. Journalism. Good luck, kid. That program's intense. It is. WNC practically handpicks graduates from USL to work for them. The requirements are strict, but if you can pull them off, you're set for life. How do you know this? Russell shrugs his shoulders and smiles at me. I've been around long enough, seen many kids burn out. It's just one of those things that they don't put on the brochure. Whether he meant to or not, I'm suddenly a bit worried about my choice of major. Anyway, since you're in this department too, you'll be able to swipe your ID card to get in whenever you want to. The psychology building has hands down the cleanest bathrooms on campus. Second only to the geology department, I think. But no one goes there anyways. Who fucking studies geology? I start to laugh along with him, but I'm also aware of all the students walking by. Hope none of them are geology students. Nobody likes public bathrooms, so make sure you take advantage of the perks you get, kid. Got it, thanks. Now, let's cross to the other side of the path. Instead of going around, he decides to walk through one of the planter gardens lining the department's entryway. Being the square I am, I take the long way. The school theater. Yep. Follow me. There's something cool over there. He points at a small alley between the theater and the building to the right. You wouldn't normally see it if you didn't already know it's there, since it's hidden behind a tree. Oh, is this the part where you mug me? What? I'd never do that. He peers from the corner from around the corner with an almost hurt expression. You're taking me down a dark alley with no one else around. This is how these things start, right? I smile at him facetiously. You have an overactive imagination, kid, says the guy telling a ghost story half an hour ago. Gee, all I wanted to do was show a little quick shortcut to Arcadia Field. But if you don't want to see it, that's fine. Besides, there's something else cool here, but you only get to see it if you follow me. Do you trust me not to mug you? I crook my head sideways. Seriously, dude? Alright, I'm coming. Good. Now I can mug you in peace. Ha ha! The space between the buildings isn't as tight as it seems from a distance, but it couldn't handle more than 4 students at a time. It takes a sharp 90-degree curve to the right to accommodate the shape of the theater before curving again towards the field. This section of the building looks different, almost as if it were added to the structure later. Here it is. Russell points up at the fire escape on the new section. Easy roof access. He stands next to the dumpster and pushes it towards the fire escape. All it takes is a little quick thinking and you have one of the most adventurous places to bang on campus. You've had sex on the roof of the theater. That's right. You really get around, don't you? That was an old chapter of my life. I choose to pass down my knowledge instead of letting it die with me. You can thank me later. I keep walking down the alley, heading for the field. Where are you going? We're heading to Arcadia Field next, right? No. He pushes the dumpster back to its original position and dusts himself off. I'd rather avoid big open spaces like that. Huh? We're heading to the marketplace. We're gonna take the long way, okay? Sure, I guess. That's strange. He's been trying to avoid places with lost students. Wonder what's up. I don't know what he's doing. Rosemary. As we're walking along, Russell seems to sing along with the song in his head. That sounds familiar. What are you saying? Just some hipster shit. Yeah, I'm screwing up. Alright, so just some hipster shit. A kid like you wouldn't be interested. Huh, you underestimate my taste in music. Try me. He leads me up to the double door entry into the marketplace and winks at me. Tell you what. Hang out at my place sometime and I'll show you I'll show you my whole music collection. You never let your guard down, do you? Why should I? He asked in a surprisingly honest tone. Because I'm trying to be friends with you? He walks through the entrance and holds the door open for me. We'll talk about it later then. Let's focus on what we're doing, alright? Okay. Just face it, Ben. He's not gonna budge on this. At least not right now. Good. So, I'm trying to think of the song because like the first thing that comes into mind is Interpol's song "Evil." That's all I can really think of on the top of my head. But there's probably another song with Rosemary in it, so that's just the one I'm just thinking of. But I don't know if Interpol is necessarily hipster shit. I don't know. What do you guys think? Once we're inside the hallway, he heads for the reception desk on the right. I stick close behind him. What are we doing? Good afternoon, Henrietta. A middle-aged weasel lady looks up at him from behind a computer monitor. Well, if it isn't our old friend, Russell. What brings you here today? She leans forward on the desk, putting on her best "I'm trying to be interested in this conversation, but it just ain't happening" face. I have a name I'd like you to add to the list. I see. We all know what that means. Are you planning another party and costing us thousands in repairs? Ouch. Summer break did nothing to dull your sharp tongue, did it? Get to the point, boy. As it so happens, those days are behind me. I'll believe it when I see it. Ben, can you pull out your student ID card? What? Yeah, sure. Russell cuts through the tension and drags me into it. I would like you to put down his name on the list of approved guests in the lion's room. The weasel turns her attention to me and raises an eyebrow. Hello? You don't look like the kind of kid Russell usually hangs out with. She grabs the card as I slide onto the table. Bennett. She makes a few clicks and types what I assume is my name into the database. When she's done, she slides the card back to me. Keep an eye on him. Don't let him lead you down the wrong path. Russ places a hand down on the table forcefully and laughs. I'll be the one worrying about my friend Henrietta. Got it? She puts both hands in the air and returns to the computer. Not my problem. Your friend is officially registered on the list. Thank you so much. I knew I could count on you. The sarcasm in his words are so thick, I doubt even the densest person on Earth could have missed it. Let's head back outside, kid. He turns around and heads for the door, shoving it open with enough force to get it temporarily stuck on the handicap access magnet. Thank you, miss. The last I see is a faint wave from the weasel before I rush out to catch Russell. He makes his way to the overlook and pulls out another cigarette. Don't tell me it's fucking dead. Oh, whoops, I missed that. Hello. Let me look at the history real quick. The sound of Russell trying to turn his lighter on reaches my ears as I walk up beside him. Yo. He looks up nonchalantly. You wouldn't happen to have a lighter, would you? Nope, not at all. Sorry. Fuck me. He proceeds to take the cigarette out of his mouth and chucks it onto the bench below. I unconsciously look over the side, noting that there's quite a few students there today. Did you just litter? God damn it. Yeah, I guess I did. Sorry about that. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to Mother Nature. Or the cleaning crew. Lets out a long sigh and digs his hand deeper into his pockets. However much it costs to pick up a cigarette. Certainly less than the party. I keep on accidentally clicking. It's certainly less than the party she mentioned. I'll consider that a positive step forward, at least. What was that all about, anyway? Listen, kid, I'd rather not go into the sordid details. What I did was sign you up for my private study room. Come again? That's right, you're part of an exclusive club now. My dad's a pretty substantial donor to the school, and one of the perks was getting a whole room named after us. So, what that means for you is you never have to compete with other students for a study room. They're great for group projects and shit. I blink at him several times before mustering a response. Really? You did that for me? Of course I did. You're my kohai. Again with the weird Japanese lingo. I don't know what to say. Holds up a hand and smiles. Don't say anything at all. It's enough for me to know I'm helping you succeed in some capacity. Thanks. I said don't say anything. Sorry. If you ever want to use it, all you have to do is go up to that desk and say you want to rent the lion's room. They'll ask for your ID, and then they give you the key to open it. You can take whoever you want with you up there, too, so go nuts. He winks at me, clearly signaling what he's trying to imply there. I'd show you where it is, but I'd rather not deal with Henrietta again. Understandable. It's on the 4th floor alongside of a bunch of others. More official meeting rooms for alumni and businesses. Trust me, it's pretty posh. It even has a stocked snack fridge if you ever get the munchies and don't feel like going down the grocery store. And speaking of, don't waste your dosh in that shithole. Wait, why not? Because everything there is marked up double or triple what costs at the supermarket up the road. Literally facts. Okay, so Russell's actually giving out facts right there. They overprice everything. You're literally throwing cash away there. Or worse, giving this piss-stained university more money. Wow, it's really weird to hear this kind of perspective on the school after orientation yesterday. Hype it up. Yeah, I bought some aspirin there last night. The price definitely put a dent in my wallet. Don't let them suck you dry, kid. The supermarket is a couple blocks away from campus. You can't miss it. Just take St. Street, heading north from your dormitory, and you'll be there in 15 minutes. Okay, noted. Or if you're lazy, just give me a call and I'll set you up with a ride. That won't be necessary, I hope. The offer's there if you ever need it. Want to keep going on the tour? I've still got a couple places left to show you. But the ocean breeze feels so nice here. You'll have plenty of time to enjoy it over the year. Seriously, the weather here is great. It never gets too hot or too cold. I've heard all sorts of things about California's weather. Don't worry, you're on the good side of the state. Just don't go over those mountains. He gestured towards the range behind the school. The range behind the school with a thumb. Let's get going. Okay. We walked down the first path the group and I started on yesterday, this time heading towards Raymond Field. In a way, it's like everything's coming full circle. Yeah. These are liberal arts buildings. Yeah, I remember that. You know what that means, right? I stopped to ponder for a moment. There's a lot of students here during the week. Close, but not quite. It means these are the worst restrooms on campus, followed closely by the marketplace. If you value your privacy at all, you want to steer clear of these. Man, I can tell you all the disgusting shit I've seen here. I hold a hand up to try and cut him off. No need. Thanks. My imagination is filling in all the blanks. He smiles and casually walks up to the door to the smaller building. Do you mind following me inside for a bit? No, not at all. You're giving me a tour, right? I just have a feeling you forgot something. Huh? But what are you talking about? You'll see what I mean in a sec. Come on. He punches his face into a handicap symbol sticking out from the metal pole, which seems to activate the door. It swings open gently, giving us plenty of time to get inside. Now, I don't know your schedule, but I know you're required to take freshman seminar. Most of these sessions are held in the giant lecture halls that way. He points a finger down a hall that seems to curve around an oval shape. Thanks, that's good to know. You're welcome. We're heading this way, though. When I turn my head back, I see he's already a quarter of the way down the hall, going in the opposite direction. Wait up! You're gonna have to start paying more attention, kid. College won't wait for you to catch up. You have to hit the ground running or be left behind. Also facts. I take a deep breath when I make it next to him, then slightly nudge him with my shoulder. Is this why you're showing me the ropes? I'm not that naive, you know. Went to a high school that was set up pretty similar. I'm sure you I'm sure you did, kid. I know a lost kitten when I see one, though. As we turn a corner, I see a large gathering of students in front of what looks like a store close to the main entrance. Eh? You haven't bought your books for the semester yet, have you? No, I haven't. He turns to me and shrugs his shoulders. Man, what would you do without me? Shit. Better move quick. The line's growing every second. I take Russell's advice and make a break for it. I can hear him laughing behind me as he chooses a more casual place. We finally make it to the front of the line in about 30 minutes. A chipper young iguana with glasses stands at a counter. Guys, help. I know. Everybody, you guys are all used to it by now that I just screw up every other line, but I don't know, tonight's even worse. At a counter to greet us. Good afternoon. Are you a freshman looking to pick up your books? Yes, I am. He smiles and pushes his glasses up with an index finger. Great. Do you have your book list with you? My blood runs cold. I left it in my backpack at the dorm. Didn't think I was going to need it. No, I don't. Are you sure you're not lost, kitty? Shut up! To my surprise, the iguana's demeanor doesn't change. That's alright. If you have your student ID card, we can look it up that way. It'll just take a few seconds longer. Yes, I have that at least. I flip out my wallet and hand the card over to him. I have a feeling this motion is going to become second nature to me soon. With a few clicks and key presses, the iguana did that to myself a third time. Hello. With a few clicks and key presses, the iguana hands it back to me. Alright, I've got the list here. Are there any books that you're not planning to buy through us? Honestly, I haven't looked at the list. Russell cuts in and addresses the iguana. He'll take them all. Yeah? It's your first semester. The last thing you want to do is give your professors the impression you don't care. Word spreads. Is that what you want? Even the clerk joins in. It feels like all eyes are on me. Between Russell, the iguana, and the crowd behind me, I just made the quickest decision that'll get me out of the situation. No, not at all. I'll take all the books. Jeez. Great, just a second. He makes a couple more clicks and returns his attention to me. Our guys in the back are gathering your materials right now. The grand total of everything after tax is $723.89. Sure, let me just let me... Excuse me, how much? $723.89. We accept all major credit cards if you're unable to pay cash. The world starts spinning in front of me. That's almost half of what I have in the account right now. Holy fucking shit. I didn't think that a couple textbooks would be that expensive. I asked Dad for some more money, but we aren't exactly on the best terms right now. What the hell am I gonna do? I don't think I can afford this. That's okay, we have payment plans we can sign you up for. Ugh. Sure, let's go with that. The iguana reaches into a cabinet and starts rummaging around. I feel a hand rest on my shoulder. Hey. Oh, what now? Are you gonna rub it in some more? Can't help but snap back at him. Totally set me up on this one. No. I think you've learned your lesson. What? The iguana finds what he's looking for and returns to us, pushing a sheet of paper my way. Here's the typical Sorry. Here's a typical repayment plan. We spread payments out the semester, and of course he cuts. That won't be necessary. My eyes widen in shock as Russell pulls out his wallet and plops down a credit card on the table. I'll be paying for it. Even the iguana is surprised by the gesture. Well then, I guess I can put this back. Russell, what are you doing? Shush. Just let me do this for you, okay? But are you really prepared to drop that much dosh on this when you were already complaining about how expensive a bottle of painkillers was? I feel shame wash over me. Maybe he's right. I'm just a naive kid getting in way over his head. May I see some ID, please? Here you go. He finishes the transaction for me. The two of us walk out the door, leading to Raymond Field. Sorry. With both my hands carrying bags of books. Russell starts trying to get ahead of me again, but I get him to stop by dashing in front of him. Hold on. What's up? He looks down at me with his usual self-satisfied smile, almost as if nothing happened. You know what's up. Why'd you do that? For me, of all people. I'm just looking out for you, kid. That's lesson number 1 of university life. Always buy your textbooks early. And always shop around first. Using the school's bookstore should only ever be your last resort. The whole system is predatory. These chuckle fucks take advantage of kids who don't know any better, and I'm not planning to let you become another victim. I appreciate that, I really do, but I appreciate that, I really do, but you're not quite getting what I'm asking. We've only just met, and you've already given me a limo ride, access to your private study room, and paid for my books. Yeah, what of it? I really don't know where to go with this. I guess I just want to know. Why me? For once, he seems genuinely at loss for words. I guess I didn't realize what I was doing. Sorry for that, kid. I promise I'll respect your right to go into crippling debt on your own terms. You're still not getting it. What's there to get? There are millions of kids out there that would kill to have someone like me looking out for them. Sure, but why did you choose me in particular? Because you were there? My mouth hangs slightly open at that response. Seriously? Seriously. Who needs a lottery when you're Ben the cat who happens to befriend the asshole sorry. Who needs the lottery when you're Ben the cat who happens to befriend the asshole son of a rich asshole? But why? Am I not allowed to have my own reasons for things? I just wanted to make sure at least one life was made better by my presence. Besides, you can't really be objecting to the perks of having me as a friend, can you? No. I looked down at the bags in my hands. Wouldn't have gotten another deposit from my dad until next month. I have no idea what I would have done for food or any of the other costs that would keep piling up. Exactly. We haven't even scratched the surface yet, dude. Look, I like you a lot, Ben. You don't have the same baggage as everyone else does. I don't know. I felt you were super chill and easy to talk to on the plane. Finding out that you were a student at USL really got my hopes up for a better semester. Is that true? Yeah, it is. He gets surprisingly somber for a second while maintaining his grin. I don't have a lot of friends left. It actually meant a lot that you decided to give me a call today. Pizza may be tasty, but it's no substitute for interpersonal communication. My spirits finally start to lift. Well, I'm glad that I was able to be there for you. Aw, don't start getting all schmaltzy on me. It feels like we're dating, dude. I feel a brief flutter in my stomach before it quickly fades away. Yeah, right? That'd be fucking weird. He lets out a snort through his nose. I think I said this before, but you alright, kid. You too, Russell. With that out of the way, we continue our walk down one of the paths in Raymond Field. I take another look around. I see a whole bunch of familiar buildings now. Now with all the added context I've gained over the past 2 days. It's that name again! Help! Alright, I don't know how to pronounce that. Hi, bye, I'm done. Alright, gotta do a corona cough. Alright, so... Not even gonna bother still. I'm not even gonna bother. So that hall looms over the field, while on the other side, the other side of the school library stands looking pretty fancy in its own right. The day is starting to wind down. I notice there's a lot less students walking around now than there were earlier. It's getting close to dinner. Want to grab something to eat at the UC? I know I ate not too long ago, but... Sure, that sounds good. You know this means I'm paying, right? Never change, kid. And I'm going to leave it off here because it's almost an hour. So, I'm actually kind of curious where this is going to go with Russell. I definitely think Russell's route so far is pretty interesting. I mean, it's not like it's a chosen route type of thing, but it's kind of cool that we get a little bit more insight on Russell. I definitely like his really asshole-ish sarcasm. So it's actually really cool. What I'm starting to really like about this game a lot is that we really do get time for these characters. And I mean, I know that a lot of visual novels do that always because obviously you gotta like the characters, but I don't know, it just seems like these feel like people you could probably come across in college, and I actually really like that, or university for people outside the US, because the funny thing is that I found out that outside the United States, college and university are basically two separate things, whereas the US, there are prep schools and 2-year schools that are still called college, but 4-year universities are still called college in the United States. And it's just kind of weird going to other countries and people are like, what do you mean college? And I'm like, no, sorry, university. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. So yeah, no, it's these people feel like people you'd probably meet at university, and I definitely like that vibe. I kind of like this very somewhat real. I mean, it obviously exaggerates. It's a visual novel, but I definitely like the realer moments in this so far, and I'm very interested where the dreams are gonna go. I do notice that there's a lot going on with Ben, and I am excited to know where that's going. Whether that's just gonna go down the path of being depressing, or cathartic, or both. We'll see. But until then, guys, I'll see you around next time. When we continue next time, looks like we're going to have dinner with Russell. Till then, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.